Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Memphis. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris, since he was 10 years old, has...
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Harris is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Carter out there with Nurkic. Then it's Conley. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Conley against Paul. Conley dishes to Tatum. Over Butler. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Thompson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Paul. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Thompson against Tatum. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closer. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Paul finds Butler. And the Lakers get it back. And Paul gets it to go in.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Carter. Back to Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
There's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player, make no doubt about it. Capable of turning the game all alone.
And Thompson kicks to Butler. Valanciunas with a screen on Tatum. And Butler, here we go. Great D that time from Nurkic. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Tatum passes to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. Over Butler.
Man, I love the defensive Butler. Always going to give you his best effort at that end of the floor. He uses his length, his size, his strength, and his speed to bother shooters.
All up top, over by Conley. The kick outside to Butler. Valanciunas sets a screen for Butler. Inside. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Butler. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the night.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Conley gets the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Thompson kicks to Paul. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Chris Paul's a player who is more physical than he appears, and he looks for contact. He's become very good at finishing off bumps.
Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
And here's Tatum for 3. Here's Nurkic, and the layup is good. Nurkic has got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Paul with the ball, now defended by Mitchell. Thompson misses, and the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Tatum, knocked away. And here we go, it's Butler. Here's Paul. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. He's got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Conley driving to the basket.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Back to Paul. Valanciunas sets a screen for Paul. Shoots over Nurkic. It's rebounded by Memphis. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Now Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Nurkic finds Tatum. This one for 3. Conley's shot is off. Lakers trail by 6. Paul looking around. He dishes it to Butler. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for Carter. And then for Los Angeles, Wiggins is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Paul. Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. And Rubio kicks to Butler. And again, the Lakers no good. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Celtics. Conley against Butler. Pass to Gay. 6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A confident, consistent scorer. Gay mixes it up inside and out.
Rubio the pass to Butler. Now the pass to Valanciunas. Rubio outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside Conley. Mitchell against Wiggins. Gay right side. Screen by Nurkic. Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity. Lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Offensive rebound. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year. Efficient
Scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
Here's Game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
You know, after suffering a devastating Achilles tendon injury during the 16-17 season, Gay has bounced back really well. I mean, has quietly become a much better outside shooter, too.
Gay hits them both. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 7. He kicks to Valanciunas. Passes it to Rubio. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Wiggins missing. Memphis leading by 7. Gay finds Mitchell. Outside Leonard. Pass to Gay. Makes it off the glass. Gay's got 6.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Williams against Wiggins. Driving inside. And Wiggins throws it down.
What a play from Wiggins. Fantastic in out-quicking the defense off the dribble. Bang!
Williams dishes to Mitchell. Leonard kicks to Williams. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Wiggins with it. Williams picks him up. Rubio with a wide-open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Not exactly textbook mechanics, but I think you got to admire Rubio's resolve. Knows he has to at least be a threat to shoot it out there.
Leonard with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Williams. Back to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Wiggins outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw good, Wiggins. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
And the Lakers making a change here. Paladon's checked in. And so he hits both.
A decent free throw shooter is Wiggins, trying to become more than that, though, given how often he gets himself to the line.
There's the pick. Here's Mitchell. And too long on the shot. Lakers trail by 7. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. Outside Williams. Mitchell outside. He's off on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for Wiggins. Over Williams. With the clock winding down. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for the Memphis Grizzlies. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Lakers trail by 5. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Butler out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Larry Nance. Then there's Maledon. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Carter, the pass to Tatum. Butler feeling out a bit. Pass to Thompson. Feeds it to Harris. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Mitchell kicks to Carter. Memphis moving that ball around. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the pass to Butler. Over Mitchell. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Nance. Butler's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers.
You know, you're asking to get burned when Butler is given this type of position. Outstanding work there.
Passes to Mitchell. The dish now to Gay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Harris. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Conley's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Paul's checked in for Maladon. Here's Harris. Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Tatum kicks to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Gay, a screen on Thompson. The drive by Mitchell. Conley with a wide open look. Offline with his three. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Mitchell against Thompson. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Conley against Paul. Carter with a screen on Paul. Conley kicks to Gay. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Tatum. Nance with the rebound. The Lakers trail. Paul right side. Over Conley. They grab their own miss. Nance. And it's sent back by Carter.
Wendell Carter Jr. at 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there. Impressive.
Paul with the steal. Nance passes to Thompson. The 3 drains it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And he can be slippery when he's up against tight D inside. There's no easy rejection opportunity when you're guarding Mitchell.
And it's Butler missing. And it's Conley with the ball for the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Paul passes to Nance. Back to Paul. Thompson outside. Pass to Butler. Nance a screen on Tatum. Clock at 6. Butler kicks to Nance. Here's Paul. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. The pass to Gay. Conley surveying the D. The 3 from Tatum. And Paul pulls it down.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to this team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. For Memphis, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Butler against Tatum. Back to Conley. Pulls up. The Grizzlies with another miss. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Thompson outside. Nance outside. Paul against Conley. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Out to Carter. The feed to Tatum. It's blocked. Harris with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Pass to Butler. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And you watch Harris, he's been playing with a high level of confidence.
Well, Greg, he puts the work in during the offseason. It's obvious. That's why his game looks like it comes easier to him now, because he's refined it through his work in the offseason. And in a lot of ways, he's bearing the fruit of that labor, and it's fun to see.
The Lakers making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in for Nance. James Ennis comes in for Jimmy Butler. Wiggins is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Paul. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets, and from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
And Valanciunas now atop the key. Wiggins with it. Now defended by Mitchell. They get it back. Valanciunas draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
To the middle. Here's Mikhailuk. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Los Angeles leading by 3. Ennis kicks to Rubio. Over Williams. Rubio misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Mitchell. Pass to Nurkic. Over Valanciunas. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Nurkic has got 10.
In the paint, Nurkic's height makes him such a challenge to defend. It's really easy for him to get that shot off in rhythm.
Here's Valanciunas. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. Valanciunas, good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Nurkic a screen on Rubio. And Williams, here we go. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Memphis. Maladon's checked in for Los Angeles. So it's the Lakers now. 3-point lead.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Mitchell with it. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Nurkic a screen on Rubio. Here's Mikhailuk. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Mitchell against Rubio. Valanciunas dishes to Wiggins. Valanciunas with a screen on Williams. Fades and shoots. And they pick up 2. Wiggins has got 8 points.
Able to finish through contact there. Wiggins with the broad shoulders and excellent body control. Nicely done.
Williams passes to Mikhailuk. No good. That would have tied it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Maladon passes to Rubio. Shoots over Leonard. Rubio misses.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Back to Williams. 1:06 left now here in the second. And the layup falls. He has 5.
Man, he's excellent off that pick and roll. A dynamic scorer. Defensively, you got to play Williams to score the ball in that situation.
Now here's Maladon. He's covered by Leonard. A shot by Maladon. No good.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Here he goes. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Valanciunas finds Rubio. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Yeah, I like the fact that Rubio is looking to put the ball on the deck to get his shot.
Mitchell against Rubio. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Rubio. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers ahead. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on the defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hey, they put a big effort in the rebounding battle, working to corral every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain.
And let's shift focus to that first half in the paint where two centers are really battling it out. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's a three-point game. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. They've got Jason Tatum. Nurkic is out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 5 on the clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for Butler. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Tatum on the wing, defended by Butler. Memphis moving that ball around. Mitchell against Paul. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mitchell against Paul. Passes it to Thompson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Looking to get it going. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Tatum.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And so it's the Lakers with it. 3-point lead. And Valanciunas kicks to Harris. 6 to shoot. Grizzlies with the rebound. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Tatum. Back to Conley. Nurkic against Valanciunas. Nurkic can't hit.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Harris misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Free throw good. Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see It's a role he deserves.
No good on the second free throw.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nurkic a screen on Thompson. Mitchell against Thompson. For the tie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
A nice shot by Harris.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Butler against Tatum. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Paul can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points for the 3. And Chris Paul gets the 3. Paul's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Poked away. Now here's Paul. He's got 9. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Tatum. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
And Tatum is pretty calm out there. He does not rattle easily. Incredible concentration in the face of hardcore defense there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gay's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Larry Nance is checked in for Valanciunas. Pass to Harris. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Paul kicks to Thompson. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Nance sets a screen for Butler. Here's Harris. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Harris has got 6.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Tatum dishes to Carter. And here is Paul. He's got 9. Pass to Butler. Paul against Connor. Paul outside. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
And what a passer Paul is. Exceptional at seeking out his guys and getting them into a rhythm.
Paul against Conley. And Memphis with another turnover here. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Tatum. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Carter with a screen on Thompson. Mitchell passes to Carter. Conley against Paul. Can they get it? And he gets the jumper to drop. Conley's got 13.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Lou Williams is checked in for Memphis. Mitchell comes in for Michael Conley. And then for the Lakers, James Ennis, he'll check in for Tobias Harris. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Thompson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Paul. The Lakers with the ball. Ennis with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in steals, 14th in free throw percentage, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. And the first one drops. And Ennis drops them both. The Grizzlies trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Left side, Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Gay kicks to Mitchell. Back to Gay. Nance with the rebound. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from three. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you.
Boy, nice job by Rubio to stay with the shot despite the contact. He's a pretty crafty finisher.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
Much hyped when he went 5th overall in the 2009 draft. Ricky Rubio has lived up to the billing of incredible passer, and that's hard to do.
Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Rubio finds Butler. Back to Rubio. Now here's Butler. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Rubio misses. And there's the call on James Ennis. That's foul number 2 for him. Mike Conley's checked in for Mitchell. The Grizzlies trail by 15. 1:58 left in the third. Carter with the screen. The drive by Mitchell. It doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Ennis passes to Melodon. Higgins outside. There's the pass to Melodon. Rubio against Conley. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Carter. Outside Tatum. They get a hand on it. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Out to the right wing. Here's Maladon. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 18. Gay passes to Mitchell. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Yes, that goes in. Mitchell's got 10 points.
And how about the strength from Mitchell, looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction, and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
Conley dishes to Tatum. Mitchell outside. Game. And that one goes long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The Grizzlies trail by 16, taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Thompson in at the 2. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Pass to Valanciunas. The tray. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Valanciunas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Paul's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Thompson. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Conley against Paul. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the pass to Tatum. Now Nurkic. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Paul outside. Over Conley. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
The drive by Mitchell. And again, Memphis no good. Lakers leading by 21. And they double up Paul. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And every team loves getting a night like this out of their big man. Valanciunas is the biggest lion in the Serengeti.
Back to Gay. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Gay is on the court for his scoring ability, and there's no better way to get points on the board than with the and one.
A free throw off from Rudy Gay. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Paul passes to Harris. Back to Paul. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wiggins finds Harris. Clock at 6. Thompson outside. Takes the three. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his third assist on the night. Conley against Paul. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Outside Tatum. And there's the drive. Paul with the defensive effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Conley, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. Second chance shot, and Nurkic finishes inside.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Get there.
Thompson surveying the floor. A shot by Paul, nobody around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Nurkic a screen on Harris. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Yeah, it's important for Gay to be able to finish in traffic. I mean, he's so much better when he shows some physicality and toughness.
And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter, and they double up Paul. Nance passes to Marjanovic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Williams against Marjanovic. Passes to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Gay a screen on Paul. Here's Mitchell. It's not going to go for him. Nance with some nice D. Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Pass to Thompson. Now Harris. And the shot is good.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Mikhailuk. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
The 10-footer. Harris, good. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against Sacramento, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. James Ennis, he'll check in for Tobias Harris. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Chris Paul. Up top, Marjanovic. He's covered by Leonard. Marjanovic kicks to Rubio. From 13, kept alive.
You wonder if it's a good idea to foul Rubio there. I mean, he shot well under 40% from the field for his career, but at the line, he's north of 80%.
And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Nance against Gay. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Mitchell looking it over. Williams finds Gay. Takes it inside. And he banks in the layup.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rubio the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Ennis. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Gay. That shot no good. Nance with some nice D. Dishes to Rubio. The pass to Meladon. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Lou Williams.
Nice job playmaking by Rubio there. The moment he sees the wide open man, the pass is sent his way.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Marjanovic. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Rubio dishes to Nance. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard with a screen on Nance. Gay drives in. For three, Mitchell knocks down the three ball. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Harris against Leonard. Now, here's Rubio. Defense right on him, and he gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Passes it to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Back to Williams. He dishes it to Gay. Leonard with a screen on Nance. Gay misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Mitchell kicks to Williams. Over Maladon. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ennis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The dish to Rubio. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
It's Gay on the way. Guarded by Harris. Just 5 on the clock. No good on that one. LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against the Grizzlies.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Chris Paul.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Rubio off the left rim and out. Now Williams. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it up. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
You